Guys, eating and drinking, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. This next guy, he's hilarious. I love watching him perform, everybody. Very, very funny. Please, everyone give it up for James Graham!
Thank you, folks. All right. I went to a wake today for a man that I hate. I figured I'll just go and do the right thing, just to make sure it's him. I talked to his wife all day. You know what she said to me? No, I'm not free after this. I once sent my wife a dirty picture of myself. She calls me up, she says, "Why did you send that? That's gross." And I said, "Sorry, it was meant for somebody else." I usually send her dirty pictures when the sink is full. They're not gonna clean themselves. Sorry, ladies. But here, listen to me. In the 1980s, my father was a huge feminist, and that's why my mother mowed the lawn. But my dad was a real man, though. He was a real man. He built furniture while drinking. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. One time, I asked him if he could build me a playground for the backyard for me and my brother. 2 weeks later, my dad said, "Go check out your new playground." He built me a bar. It was the nicest bar an 8-year-old could have. Which is a shame, because I didn't start drinking until I was 13. My dad was crazy, though. You know what doesn't go good together? Vodka and table saws. That is for sure. I'm pretty sure he's got like one nub left. I'm pretty sure. Thought he was a rocker for a long time. But that was my dad. But my dad was also cheap. He taught his children how to make vodka. You know what the ingredients are to vodka? Potatoes and Russian people. That's what's in there. It's good stuff. Muddle them in there. That's how it goes. It's really good. But as we got a little older, my dad was like, "Listen, guys, you got to get smart. Go take books out on these two men." And these men were Pete Rose and Jim Jones. If you don't know who Pete Rose was, he was the 13th president of the United States of America. And we all know Jim Jones was the spokesman for Kool-Aid in 1978. Too soon? That's right. I joined the Marines at 18 years old. I didn't know that. I thought I went to sleepaway camp. I sent my dad a letter. I said, "Dad, these camp counselors are assholes. With all these push-ups, pull-ups, and 3-mile runs. It's terrible." My first gig out of the gate, I drove generals around. I'll never forget my first general. His name was General Johnson. General Long D. Johnson. He was kind of a dick. I'm not a big fan of telling people that I'm a veteran. I don't like it. I only tell people I'm a veteran in 2 places. When I do comedy shows, when I go to Lowe's. Because I want my 10% off. Plungers are expensive, folks. You always get the guy at the register. He's got to hear about my veteran stuff, and then he's like, "So, where's the craziest place you've ever been?" I got to tell him, Coney Island. And they always follow it up with, "Have you ever been shot?" "No, but I have gotten gonorrhea." Now, as a kid, I come from a 3-toilet, 1-plunger household. I fought many a battles with toilet bowls. And each one of these battles started with the phrase, "Where the fuck is the plunger?" You ever have to carry a plunger from one bathroom to the next and you got a table of people looking at you? Where you going with that plunger? You know what, it's Tuesday, figured I'd show it around. I'm also a divorced dad, right? The other day I was walking with my daughter. Just went for a walk. I didn't like this girl. She says to me, she says, Dad, what would you do if I got kidnapped right now? And I looked her dead in the eye and I said, I would save a shitload of money on child support. Holy shit. They wouldn't last long with her. One stop at Starbucks, they'd be broke. She'd be back. She'd be back. She's so mean. She's so mean. When she was born, you remember that scene from the movie Aliens? You do, right? There's this guy, and the alien just like sticks his head out. Well, she looked like the guy. The doctor wrapped her up, handed her to me, and said, "Don't feed her after midnight." Now my son, the good one, was out to dinner with him the other night. I had a cocktail, you know, I'm a responsible adult. And the waiter comes over, he's like, "Sir, would you like another drink?" I'm like, no, I gotta be responsible. I gotta drive this young man home. My son looks at me like, "Dad, I got my learner's permit." I ain't raising kids, people. I'm raising designated drivers. This is so awesome. I love this kid a lot more than the other one, I'll tell you. I got this thing, I got this issue. A lot of people got these tattoos nowadays. I don't get tattoos. Listen, I grew up in the 80s. If you had a tattoo, you were kind of a badass, right? Your parents warned you about people with tattoos, right? You were either in a biker gang or you were a fucking sailor, like, right? Now, you got a tattoo on your arm, you're a fucking barista. Like, which Starbucks you work at? Like, I saw this guy, and he had tattoos all over his body, right? And I said, "Hey man, tell me about your tattoos." He goes, "You see this one right here? This means life." "You see this one right here? This one means family." Whoa. I'm like, "What about the one on your face?" He goes, "Oh, this one? It means I can't get a job." I'm James Grimm. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
One more time for James, everybody. Come on, you can do it.